He likes to go to the same combinations, quite repetitively, whereas Crawford is unpredictable. And despite him not having the size, it's the shots that you don't see that hurt them.
Just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy.
Canelo Álvarez, and that's just being honest. And I think what he has done in his career, he's proven everything.
Terence Crawford issued a brutal warning to Canelo Álvarez after their fight agreement, making it clear that he was coming to shake up the boxing world. "I'm a threat to him and his legacy," Crawford stated with confidence. Already a dominant force in multiple weight classes, Crawford believes his speed, technique, and ring IQ will expose Canelo. He's not just here to fight, he's here to redefine greatness at Canelo's expense.
These excuses why he don't want to take a fight with me. If it's all about business, then you doing good business. If I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, well, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want 200 million for Benavidez, and he want 150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy, because it would be crazy for a guy that started at 135 to come all the way up to 168, your weight, no catch weight, no none of that, and dethrone you. So, he got that in the back of his head. This guy, for one, he's tough. For two, he's a boxer. He moves, he can punch, he can do it all. I can't slip up and lose to this little guy. Then what will my fans think of me? What will my Mexican people think?
With the fight now confirmed, pros see this as a fascinating clash of style. Canelo Álvarez relies on powerful repetitive combinations and elite counterpunching, making him a dangerous opponent. Terence Crawford, known for his unpredictability and sharp timing, could find openings if he times Canelo well. However, Crawford must prove he has the power to earn Canelo's respect. Otherwise, the fight could be difficult. Pros believe Canelo's strength and experience at higher weight classes give him an edge, but Crawford's technical brilliance and adaptability that help him outscore his opponent. This stylistic battle is a must-watch event.
Well, I think Canelo, he likes to go to the same combinations, quite repetitively, whereas Crawford is unpredictable. And despite him not having the size, it's the shots that you don't see that hurt the most. And maybe Crawford can hit him with some unexpected shit. And because of the repetitiveness of Canelo, maybe he can time him. Maybe he can counterpunch with him, because Crawford is unbelievable at that. But I'm fascinated to see if Crawford has the power to get the respect of Canelo Álvarez, because when you don't, it's a long night. It's not nice. Like Crawford did well against Madrimov, and he won that fight for me quite clearly. But Madrimov was countering him. If you can counter the counterpuncher, you can give them a lot of problems when they're not used to that. And Canelo can counter people really well. And as great as Terence Crawford is, we've never seen him in there with someone with the power of Canelo Álvarez. This is a different world of power. And look, maybe Canelo doesn't throw as many shots as he used to, and maybe Crawford might look at that and go, you know what, I'm going to try and outpoint this guy, not get into a war with him, but just show my boxing, genius, and outpoint him and outland him. That's possible. It is. This is why this is such a fascinating matchup, man. We've been treated to some amazing fights. Usyk Fury, for example, this is another one of those mega fights on Riyadh seas.
Eddie Hearn acknowledges that Canelo Álvarez has already proven himself in boxing and doesn't need to justify a fight with Jake Paul. He highlights that Canelo is now more of a businessman and is taking the fight because of the massive payday, potentially $100 million or more, rather than for legacy competition.
And that's just being honest. And I think what he has done in his career, he's proven everything, right? His resume is unbelievable. And if you want to make 100 million to fight Jake Paul, right? Like the thing is about Canelo, he don't tell any lies. He's very transparent, right? He's not going to try and justify this fight to you that, no, what I'm doing it to bring boxing to a wider audience. No, he's doing it for a sackload of money. So whenever you put an opponent forward to Canelo Álvarez, his question is, how much? And he's a businessman at this stage in his career, right? And at the end of the day, someone is offering him whatever it will be, 80 million, 100 million, 120, to fight Jake Paul. A fight in which there is absolutely no risk. And by the way, you can't criticise Jake Paul. Because the criticism for Jake Paul has always been, when are you going to fight someone decent? Well, guess what? He might be fighting Canelo Álvarez. I don't hate it. I'll be watching.
Maybe time to give up the belts, though. That's the fight he's taking.
Yeah, maybe. Might be his last fight. Who knows?
Hearn defends Jake Paul, saying he has been criticized for not facing top opponents. But now he might fight Canelo. However, he admits Jake has no real chance, calling Canelo a dangerous fighter. He believes Jake will lose badly, but still earn a huge amount of money.
In boxing, no one's surprised that a fight like that's getting made. And I know you've gone out and said you do respect Jake Paul for getting in there. Canelo's a totally different beast to, definitely out of his prime Mike Tyson. Just talk about how much respect you would have for Jake for taking that fight.
Only respect because of the money. I mean, he's not doing it for free. He's not doing it because he wants to prove himself as a great fighter. He's doing it for 100 mil as well, or whatever he's getting.
It's a very, very scary man.
It's dangerous, and he's going to get spanked.
How many rounds?
However many Canelo wants it to be. I mean, the only thing is, Jake's going to be a lot heavier and bigger. But you're not, listen, no disrespect to Jake's ability as a fighter. He's fighting Canelo Álvarez, who is one of the top fighters in the world. So, he's going to get spanked, but he's going to make a lot of money whilst receiving.
Just one day ago, renowned boxing promoter Eddie Hearn confirmed that a fight between Jake Paul and Canelo Álvarez was in serious discussion. Hearn made it clear that Canelo is always ready to fight if the right financial offer is made, stating, "Give Canelo the money, and he will fight anyone without caring if it is Turkey Alec or any offering the fight." This statement makes it obvious that Canelo was open to facing Jake Paul, provided the business side of things made sense. Money has always been a driving factor in boxing, and Canelo, like any top fighter, is willing to take on big fights that guarantee massive paydays.
Nothing really. I mean, it was all very sudden, wasn't it? Is it in relation to the Jake Paul fight? I don't know. I mean, look, Canelo, I'd say all that. Canelo don't care, right? Give him the money and he's going to fight. He doesn't really have, and this isn't a negative towards him, because he makes it clear. He has no loyalty to anyone, right? None to me, none to PBC, none to Turkey Al Sheikh. Pay me the money, I will fight whoever you want me to fight. That's basically it. So I guess the talk was a Crawford fight. Now it looks like the Jake Paul fight is done, by all accounts. So does that make the Crawford fight less appealing? Because he's kind of moving into that world now. And I don't blame him, because he's going to make an absolute fortune to punch Jake Paul. And I don't mind the fight, I've got to be honest with you. I've given Jake stick over the years because he's done some things that I didn't like, and I'm just being honest. But you have to respect him for taking the Canelo fight. He's doing that because there's a huge amount of money on the table, but I don't mind seeing it. So yeah, I don't know I've no idea whether it's in relation to that or whatever. I've not had one conversation about it, but certainly, Canelo moving into that world, if you like, changes things perhaps in terms of
Initially, Canelo Álvarez was considering a bout against Jake Paul in May, alongside discussions for a potential fight with Terence Crawford. However, Turkey Alec, chairman of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority, was reportedly displeased with the idea of Canelo facing Paul. Consequently, the Canelo versus Jake Paul fight was cancelled. And now Canelo is set to fight Terence Crawford in September.
We decided to pull the plug on the Canelo-Terence Crawford fight September 13th at Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas Raiders Stadium in Las Vegas, due to the fact that Canelo Álvarez was trying to do a side deal outside of his 3-fight deal with Turkey Al Sheikh in Riyadh season to fight YouTube sensation turned professional boxer Jake Paul May 3rd. Turkey Al Sheikh wasn't happy with it. And so with that said, instead of getting the 2 Hall of Fame iconic fighters, first ballot Hall of Famers, in Terence Crawford and Canelo Álvarez in September, Turkey Al Sheikh decided, I'll find a new super fight for Terence Crawford and we'll take the deal off the table for Canelo Álvarez. Canelo Álvarez then decides, nope, he and his team pick up the phone. They have a conversation with Turkey Al Sheikh, and Turkey Al Sheikh and Canelo come to a 4-fight deal that's going to cancel the Jake Paul fight May 3rd, Las Vegas at the T-Mobile, and is now going to see Canelo Álvarez possibly face William Skull, the IBF undefeated Puerto Rican champion, at 168, May in Riyadh season.
Boxing trainer Greg Hackett weighed in on the speculated matchup between Jake Paul and Canelo Álvarez. He clarified that the proposed fight wasn't merely a rumor, asserting that Canelo cannot fight Crawford. Hackett's insights shed light on the complexities and negotiations behind high-profile boxing matches.
All right, so news got leaked that Canelo Álvarez and Jake Paul in May.
What?
So you got people that think it's a rumor. I can confirm that it's not a rumor. This is something that we've known for I'm going to say we've known for about 3 to 4 weeks.
That's not gonna be a real fight though. So that means Bud ain't happening.
No. They talking about Bud in September. Canelo, Jake Paul in that.
If he fight Jake Paul, he ain't gonna fight Bud. Cause I'm gonna tell you why. He gotta go up for Jake Paul. He gotta go up for Jake Paul. Jake Paul not coming under 200 pounds. You understand? Canelo gonna do the same thing Roy did to his body. Gonna go up and bring it back down to 68? Fuck no. He gonna do the same thing Roy did against Charles.
Jake Paul took to Twitter to express his frustration over Canelo Álvarez's decision to back out of their anticipated fight. He tweeted, "Breaking news, Canelo Álvarez dumped me Jake Paul and is now an owned slave with no regard for the pride of the Mexican people who support him on us soil. It's not surprising. When his whole career he has done nothing for the sport of boxing outside the ring. I'm the new face of boxing. You cannot have the biggest fight of 2025 without my name involved. When all of your events tank and lose money, you will all realize who the king of the sport is. 28 years old, biggest fight in boxing history. My own boss not owned 5 years, and all of you felines want to see me fail, but God has other plans. It's the era of good, the era of the elephant. It's the era of MVP." Following the cancellation of the fight with Jake Paul, Canelo Álvarez has signed a 4-fight deal with Turki Alek. This agreement signifies a significant shift in Canelo's career trajectory, aligning him with new promotional partners and opening avenues for high-profile matches.
All right, let's do this. Canelo versus Crawford confirmed. Not a rumor, not speculation, not he said, she said, or someone leaking the story. Confirmed. And I guess the confirmation doesn't get much more rock solid than the Ring Magazine putting this story out first. Ring Magazine, obviously owned by Turki. Turki would have been the one to put this deal together, and Turki would have had to give the green light for the Ring Magazine to even put that story out. That's as confirmation as you need it. That's it. The fight will happen in September. Touch wood, no injuries. Wow. Easily the biggest fight of 2025. I said a few days ago, Benavidez Morale was my most intriguing fight of 2025. Obviously, that's now been put down to second place because this has been announced. Nothing can be announced to top this.
This agreement signifies a significant shift in Canelo's career trajectory, aligning him with new promotional partners and opening avenues for high-profile matches.
You said that you'd like to go up against Canelo Álvarez. What gives you the right to call out a 59-2 boxer, one of the greatest of all time, when you've not yet proven yourself?
I'm predicting what's going to happen 3 more years from now.
So I'm
going to get to his skill level and beat him. I have one of the greatest self-belief systems in the world, and I know what I'm capable of. And with this new team, I can give Canelo a serious run for his money.
Would you ever do like exhibitions like that, or like people like Jake Paul call you out, or these like other big stars? Like, is that business-wise like even worth it?
When I'm done with boxing, why not? Maybe I'll do it. I think it's
like when you're done like competing at the highest level, you're saying?
Yeah, I think it's good because what happened there is other people who never watch boxing, or they don't know anything about boxing. They wanna watch Jake Paul because he's coming from he bring fans from other world, right? Yeah. That's good because everybody enjoy it.
Would you ever entertain that idea when you're done?
Maybe.
Showbiz The Adult says the negotiations surrounding Canelo Álvarez's next fight have created significant speculation. However, Jake Paul's involvement appears to shift the focus, with reports suggesting that a fight between him and Canelo is cancelled. Eddie Hearn has not ruled out a Canelo versus Crawford match, but current hype and Jake Paul's promotional efforts strongly indicate that his fight with Canelo is set. If confirmed, this match could generate massive attention, as Paul himself claims it will be a historic event, even bigger than Mike Tyson's past fights.
Just a few weeks ago, you heard what Terence "Bud" Crawford had to say on why he wants to take on Saul Canelo Álvarez.
I just want the opportunity, to fight the best fighter in my generation that's out there. He's the most accomplished fighter, and I would just like to, fight another great.
Which is a very noble reason. I mean, it's a reason that I can get behind. If you notice, his primary reason isn't money. He did say it'd be the biggest fight, which, you do want a big fight, but I don't think he meant monetarily, which the money comes, okay? But what he's saying is he want to test himself versus the best. And I think he's telling the truth here, right? Of course you want big money and stuff like that, but I think his swan song is just him testing himself up against the very best. Those are the reasons the war room can get behind.